Picture this: a tiny creature, no bigger than a loaf of bread, zipping through the treetops with the grace of a gymnast and the cunning of a chess master. Welcome to the world of squirrels, nature's master strategists. These aren't just cute, fluffy animals scampering through your backyard. They're survival experts, equipped with incredible adaptations that let them outsmart predators, hoard food like pros, and even shape the forests around them. Today, we're diving deep into the cleverness of squirrels. From their jaw-dropping acrobatics to their genius-level memory, get ready to be amazed by these furry dynamos. Squirrels aren't just adorable, they're geniuses of the animal kingdom. Whether they're dodging hawks or hiding nuts for winter, their resourcefulness is unmatched. So, grab a seat, maybe a handful of acorns, and let's uncover the secrets to their success. Let's start with what makes squirrels so iconic: their acrobatic prowess. If you've ever watched a squirrel race along a power line or leap from tree to tree, you've seen a master at work. Squirrels are the parkour champions of the wild, navigating their world with a blend of strength, precision, and daring. How do they do it? It all comes down to their incredible anatomy. Squirrels have sharp, curved claws that act like tiny grappling hooks, letting them cling to tree bark with ease. Their hind legs are powerful, propelling them up to 10 feet in a single leap. But the real magic happens with their ankles. Squirrels have flexible ankle joints that can rotate 180 degrees, allowing them to run head first down tree trunks, a trick that leaves most predators in the dust. And then there's that iconic bushy tail. It's not just for show, it's a multifunctional tool. In mid-air, the tail acts like a rudder, helping squirrels steer and maintain balance. On the ground, it's a counterweight, keeping them steady as they navigate narrow branches. This agility isn't just about looking cool, it's a matter of life and death. In a world where hawks, foxes, and even snakes are always on the hunt, being able to zip through the treetops is a squirrel's first line of defense. Their acrobatics also give them access to food sources other animals can't reach. Squirrels are opportunistic eaters, munching on nuts, seeds, berries, fungi, and even the occasional insect. By scampering through the canopy, they can raid nature's pantry while staying out of reach of ground-dwelling predators. It's a high-flying lifestyle that's been perfected over millions of years of evolution. But agility is just the beginning. To truly understand the squirrel's genius, we need to look inside their minds, because these little creatures have a memory that puts most of us to shame. Imagine hiding hundreds of snacks across your neighborhood and remembering exactly where each one is months later. Sounds impossible, right? Not for squirrels. These furry masterminds are experts at something called scatter hoarding, burying food in multiple locations to save for later. And their ability to find those hidden treasures is nothing short of extraordinary. Research shows that squirrels have an incredible spatial memory. A single gray squirrel can remember the locations of hundreds of caches, sometimes spread over acres of land. In one study, gray squirrels recalled up to 24 cache locations for up to 2 months. That's like remembering where you parked your car in a massive lot, times 24. They don't just rely on their noses, though scent helps for the final few centimeters. Instead, they use a mental map, relying on landmarks like trees, rocks, or even the position of the sun to guide them back. We've tested squirrels in controlled environments, and their accuracy is astounding. Even when we moved landmarks, they could still find their caches with high precision. It's a combination of memory and environmental cues that makes them so effective. This memory is a lifeline. In winter, when food is scarce, those buried nuts are the difference between survival and starvation. But squirrels don't just help themselves, they help the forest too. Studies estimate that squirrels recover between 26% and 95% of their caches, depending on food availability. The nuts they forget? They often sprout into new trees, making squirrels unintentional gardeners who help regenerate forests. Okay, take the oak tree for example. Many oak forests owe their existence to squirrels who buried acorns and never came back. This seed dispersal is a critical part of maintaining biodiversity, showing that squirrels are more than just survivors, they're ecosystem engineers. But it's not all straightforward. Squirrels are clever enough to know they're not alone in the food game. Other squirrels, birds, and even mammals might try to steal their caches. So, they've developed a sneaky trick called deceptive caching. If a squirrel thinks it's being watched, it might dig a fake hole, pretend to bury a nut, and then hide the real treasure elsewhere. It's like a magician's sleight of hand, and it shows just how cunning these creatures can be. Life as a squirrel isn't easy. Every day they face a gauntlet of predators: hawks, owls, foxes, snakes, and even your neighbor's cat. So, how do they stay one step ahead? With a toolbox of survival strategies that would make any secret agent jealous. First up, camouflage. Squirrels have fur that's perfectly suited to their environment. For gray squirrels, their mottled gray-brown coat blends seamlessly with tree bark, especially when they press themselves flat against a trunk. This behavior, called cryptic immobility, makes them nearly invisible to predators who rely on movement to spot their prey. It's like nature's invisibility cloak. But when camouflage isn't enough, squirrels turn to their trusty tails. That bushy tail isn't just for balance, it's a Swiss Army knife of survival. When a predator gets too close, a squirrel will flick its tail rapidly, creating a distracting motion that draws attention away from its body. In some cases, the tail can even break off, a process called autotomy, allowing the squirrel to escape while the predator is left with just a tuft of fur. Don't worry though, squirrels can survive without their tails, though it makes life a bit trickier. Speed is another weapon in their arsenal. Squirrels can hit speeds of up to 20 miles per hour on the ground and climb trees faster than most predators can follow. Their sharp claws and strong grip let them scale vertical surfaces with ease, turning the forest canopy into a safe haven. Bamsidits. And then there's their food hoarding strategy. Squirrels don't just bury nuts randomly, they're strategic about it. Research shows they prioritize high-value foods like acorns for hidden caches, while less valuable items might be left in the open. They also use that deceptive caching trick we mentioned earlier, pretending to bury food to throw off potential thieves. It's a level of cunning that shows squirrels aren't just surviving, they're outsmarting their competition. Okay, these strategies show that squirrels are always thinking one step ahead, using every tool at their disposal to stay alive in a dangerous world. You might think squirrels are lone rangers, but their social lives are surprisingly complex. From playful chases to territorial standoffs, squirrels have a rich world of interactions that reveal their intelligence and adaptability. Communication is at the heart of squirrel society. They use a variety of vocalizations, barks, squeals, chitters, and even purrs to convey different messages. A loud bark often signals danger, alerting other squirrels to a nearby predator. High-pitched squeals might mean excitement or a mating call. And some squirrels, like the North American red squirrel, can even mimic bird calls to throw off predators or competitors. It's like they've got their own secret language. Squirrel vocalizations are incredibly nuanced. For example, their alarm calls change depending on whether the threat is a hawk in the sky or a fox on the ground. It's a sophisticated system that helps them coordinate with others in their group. Body language is just as important. Squirrels use tail flicks to signal everything from agitation to submission. Gray squirrels even have special white tufts behind their ears called ear puffs that they flash during aggressive encounters. It's like waving a flag to say they back off. When it comes to territory, squirrels have different approaches. Gray squirrels are more sociable, with overlapping home ranges where they share space and sometimes even food. Red squirrels, on the other hand, are fiercely territorial, especially in coniferous forests where food like pine cones is scarce. They'll chase intruders away with barks and aggressive posturing, defending their patch with everything they've got. Scent marking is another key part of their social toolkit. Squirrels leave scent trails on trees and branches to mark their territory or signal their presence. This helps them avoid conflicts and maintain order in their communities. It's like leaving a sticky note that says, "This is my spot." While competition is common, squirrels also show signs of cooperation. In some species, like fox squirrels, individuals might share food caches or work together to spot predators. These interactions aren't about being best friends, they're about survival. By balancing competition and cooperation, squirrels create a dynamic social world that's as fascinating as it is functional. As we come to the end of our journey, let's take a moment to reflect on what makes squirrels so special. These tiny creatures, with their acrobatic leaps, genius memory, and clever survival tactics, are a testament to the power of adaptation. They thrive in forests, suburbs, and even bustling cities, proving that no environment is too tough for a squirrel to conquer. But their story goes beyond survival. Squirrels are vital to their ecosystems, planting the seeds that grow into tomorrow's forests. Yet they face challenges: habitat loss, competition from invasive species, and the pressures of urbanization. That's why conservation efforts are so important. By protecting squirrels and their habitats, we're preserving the delicate balance of nature that benefits us all. And here's the best part: squirrels can inspire us. Their resourcefulness, whether it's outsmarting a predator, remembering a hidden cache, or navigating a complex social world, reminds us that even the smallest among us can achieve great things. They teach us to be creative, to plan ahead, and to never give up, no matter the odds. So, the next time you see a squirrel scampering through your yard, take a moment to appreciate the master strategist at work. They're not just surviving, they're thriving, and they're inviting us to do the same. If you love learning about these furry geniuses, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Let's spread the word about nature's cleverest creatures. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.